iOS 17 is a huge update with loads of features for you to dive into. So where do you start? So today I'm going to run through the top 10 things to do after you update to iOS 17, starting with number 1, set up your contact poster. The contact poster is a beautiful way for you to customize how you look when you call someone or share your contact information. You can set it up in the Contacts app, in Phone, or in Settings. Once you're in here, you'll see that you can keep multiple contact posters and switch between them at will. And each contact poster comes with a matching contact photo. The photo poster works best if you have a great portrait mode photo of yourself. You can resize and move it around by swiping with 2 fingers. You can apply a number of color effects, like this one that removes the background entirely with an accent color. And of course, you can tweak the color and font of your name as it appears on top. Tap Done, and you can pick a corresponding contact picture. You can recrop the one that you just used, or you can pick a different one. You can also make one using Memoji, either the one you created of yourself, or you can pick from any number of these animated emojis. You can pick one of a floating head, disembodied, or one with a full upper torso in a variety of poses. And of course, you can still customize the background color and name. Do people like animojis? I don't know, but if that's your thing, you can do it, I guess. There's also a monogram. That's pretty simple. You just enter in your initials. You can change the font and the background color. I think this one is kind of boring, but you do you. You'll see other people's contact posters when you have an incoming phone call, and for your friends who either don't do a very good job or have Android phones without this feature available, you can create one for them that'll just show up for you. Number 2, learn how to use and set up Standby. Standby is a feature that turns your phone into a smart display with big, easy-to-use controls when you're not actively using your phone, if it's sitting on your desk or playing music in the kitchen or sitting on your nightstand overnight. Standby comes on automatically when your phone is charging and held horizontally, so it works best if you have a MagSafe stand, but you can also use it by plugging it in with a cable. This view is 2 widgets side by side. Any widget on your home screen you can place here, and each widget, of course, is its own scrollable stack that you can swipe through. You can also use Standby as a digital picture frame to cycle through favorite pictures of vacations or people, and you can use it as a full screen clock on your nightstand. And you have a variety of designs here as well that you can flip through. If you're playing music or running a timer, you can tap to blow up the live activity full screen for easy, obvious controls. And your phone will remember which view you last had open when you place it on different MagSafe stands around the house. Number 3, Photos has had people detection for a long time that collects all the pictures of the same person in one spot. Well, now you can do that with cats and dogs and other pets in your life. Just go to the People and Pets album, tap on an animal, and enter in a name up top. You can also tap the 3 dots menu and tap Review Photos to make sure it's got all of them right. It's bound to get similar looking cats or similar looking dogs a little mixed up. To clean it up, you can always long press on a picture and tap This Is Not whoever it is to get rid of all the false positives. You can also use the advanced search functionality to fine-tune the results. If 2 similar looking animals are different by geographic location or years where there are photos of them, I, for example, can search Scout, Sandusky to remove all of these pictures of a similar looking dog that lives in a different part of the state. Number 4, I, like many other people, use reminders as my shopping list. And I shared it with my wife so that we both have easy access to the same list of groceries anytime either one of us is at the store. Well, now it goes one step further. You can explicitly set a reminders list to be a groceries list. From list info, set list type to groceries, and this will automatically sort all of the items in the list into common store categories. And if it gets one of them slightly wrong, you can tap the I, you can tap section, and move it to a different section, and that'll correct it going forwards. So it'll learn over time. This is a real game changer if you have a big groceries list. Number 5, you can set up a group of shared passwords that sync across everyone's devices, so there's no more confusion if someone changes it. Now, I should mention that sharing passwords with people outside your household is explicitly against the terms of service of most streaming services. But say, hypothetically, you buy someone their own subscription to Netflix, and you need to give them the password for this new account that you definitely set up just for them. Well, from Settings, Passwords, you tap the plus in the top bar, and you tap New Shared Group. You give it a name, and you can invite somebody using their phone number or email address tied to their iCloud account. Then you can add several passwords that you have saved to the new group that you create. Anytime somebody edits it, they'll be synced across everyone's devices. This also works with two-factor authentication codes and passkeys, which is a new system that logs you in using Face ID or Touch ID with no password at all. Number 6, if you have AirTags that you share amongst your family, you might be incessantly annoyed at the fact that your phone thinks that your wife is stalking you because you borrowed her purse or her keys. Well, now you can explicitly share an AirTag with other people. From the Find My app, tap the Items tab, tap on an AirTag, and tap Add Person. This will invite them so that they can see the location of the AirTag as well. And this way, both of you can be equally responsible for losing your keys. Number 7, if you use Safari for your personal browsing, your work, and your school, you probably get annoyed at how you have to constantly switch between Google accounts all the time, and how it constantly signs you out and in of all of these services. It's a giant pain. Well, now you can create different browsing profiles. They have their own silos of accounts you're signed into, history, passwords, and even bookmarks and tab groups. You go to Settings, Safari, and from here you can create a new tab group. You give it a name, you give it an icon and a color. Now from the tab overview page in Safari, you can switch profiles and keep them completely separated. School, work, personal stuff. Number 8, a new feature of the Apple Watch is this new Widgets view that lives underneath the watch face. You can swipe up with your finger or spin the digital crown to access the stack of widgets. You can tap and hold on the screen to customize them. You can pin your favorites to the top. You can remove widgets. I got rid of the news and activity widgets, and I added music, podcasts, and timers. If you have a running live activity, they'll appear at the top of the screen for easy access. You can also customize the app shortcuts that appear at the very bottom. You're limited to just 3, but you can remove and add your favorite watch apps. Number 9, you can log your mental health and see over time what's having the biggest influence, positive or negative, on your mental well-being. You open the Health app, you scroll down to Logging Your Emotions and Moods, and you tap Get Started. You can record how you're feeling moment by moment or your overall feelings throughout the day. There's a slider where you can mark how good or bad you're doing. On the next screen, you can pick what's having the biggest influence on your feelings. And you can also choose to turn on reminders so that you don't forget to log your feelings at the end of the day. Looking at the data, you can compare how you're feeling with other factors, like how much time you spend outside, how much time you spend exercising, and how much sleep you get. If you take more time to do this than I clearly haven't, you might be able to see some patterns build up over time. Lastly, number 10, anything that you can select out of a picture. A person, a dog, a car, a stapler, a fax machine can be a sticker that you can drop in an iMessage conversation, a Snapchat, a note, an email, anywhere. To add a sticker, you just tap and hold on a picture and tap Add Sticker. You can access them later from the emoji keyboard. You can add effects like this white outline that makes it look like a paper sticker, or this sort of puffy, shiny effect that makes it look like a 3D sticker. You can just click and drag it out of there. It's a lot of fun in an iMessage conversation. So those are all the most exciting features that you can try right now on iOS 17. I have a full article with 40 more that you can find in the video description, or if you click somewhere over there. Remember to like and subscribe. I'm Griffin Jones with Cult of Mac.